I'm getting mad, bro. I turned mine off. I'm so pissed off. I ain't even want to hear the decision. You fought like Joshua Clottey.
Nah, man, them fellas look like Clotty like shit. Man out here plotting with this with the high guard. Look like Clotty versus Pacquiao in the same damn Dallas Cowboy Stadium.
You remember what I told you when you said, I said he not throwing punches. I was like, something wrong. He ain't throwing no fucking punches. He just in that hard guard. He'll throw like 4 or 5. He'll land. He'll wobble him. Then he'll stop again and go to hard. It was like he was worried. You think he was worried about getting hit? That's why he stayed up there
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah, cause Errol Spence was throwing power shots from round one. You know what I mean? Them
Yeah,
fellas was on his
Errol
power
in good
shots.
condition though. Yeah, for him to throw that many punches around,
Yeah.
that shit is crazy, bro. I can't believe this dude fought like this. I thought he would fight him on the outside though.
Yeah,
Got an
man.
inch reach. He looked like he a little bit taller than
He
him
looked
too.
bigger than Spence. I ain't never seen no
Yeah, that's what I'm
welterweight bigger
saying.
than
Why are you
Spence.
fighting on the inside? You got a longer reach. Why are you fighting on the inside, bro?
That shit right there, dogs, was.
That's a disappointing strategy. Who if you need to fire your coach told you to do that.
Let's see what this man's saying. Spence, hey, Ugas ain't even staying in the ring, dogs. He's out of there.
He might be hurt, B-Moss.
Yeah, he
I
gotta
think
go
his
to the
eye socket,
hospital.
his eye socket broke. Cause
Yeah.
when your man hit him on that eye socket, he took off again.
Yep, he got caught with that uppercut like in round 10. His man was running again.
He hit him on that eye. Then he got the kill Brook treatment.
Let me hear what he's saying with Jim Gray. I want to see what he say about Crawford. Hey, them dentures, man, be having Errol Spence speaking funny. See, Jim Gray asked him if he was out on his feet.
Yeah. They could have stopped the fight though. He turned his back. You see when he turned his back?
Yeah.
Who was I watching the fight with? I was watching the fight with somebody and they stopped the fight because dude turned his back. Who was there? Who was on the hangout?
I don't know. I gotta remember.
It was all us on the hangout. That's back when all us used to do the hangout. It was an outdoor fight too. Somebody turned their back and the referee stopped the fight. Cause in boxing, that's called like you don't want to fight no more.
Yeah.
And the referee stopped the fight. I'm trying to think if anybody can remember that fight.
Let's hear. Hold up. He said he want Crawford next.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, I'm gonna get these straps. He said, Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt. Okay, man. Hey, who got still in the ring? He gonna need a translator. You already know.
Yeah. Tell him why you ain't throwing no ball. Cause you got 2 million in the bank, bitch.
Damn, his eye fucked up. He gotta go to the hospital. It's leaking right now, blood, as he's doing this interview.
Man, this don't make no sense, bro.
He said he feels sad. He trained hard. Respect to Spence. Ugas ain't even got no eyebrows, dogs. That fella's got alopecia.
Nah, he probably a Cleon from Star Trek.
Yeah, he is. He said he couldn't see from that right eye. Hey, them fellas Ugas don't got no hair on his head. No eyebrows, no eyelashes, no beard, no mustache. Hey man, let's talk about round 6 when Errol Spence got caught with an uppercut and his newfound dentures couldn't hold his mouthpiece in his mouth. He looked like he was out on his feet. You know what I'm saying? And then he turned his back. He turned his back. And then the man Ugas caught him with a flush right hand. Boom! The man got held up by the ropes. I don't know why the fuck Ugas didn't jump and pound on his ass till the referee has to break you up. First and foremost, that should be already a 10-8 round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that should have been a knockdown because the rope still held him up.
Yes. And then when Ugas was jumped on him again, the referee stopped the fight and went and found the man Errol Spence mouthpiece, took him to the corner, and prolonged what could have been probably a stoppage or another
Yeah,
knockdown.
because then when the action got back in, Errol started whooping his ass. He got Errol second one
Yeah,
down.
in that same round. Yeah, man, that Lawrence Cole, that referee, yo, them fellas did a horrendous job tonight. Terrible job. He stopped the fight at least 3 to 4 times. The Errol Spence mouthpiece joint, he took the man Ugas to the corner twice to get checked by the doctor. You could understand that. And then there was 2 other instances where the man just stopped the fight to warn the fighters. I don't know even what the fuck for. It wasn't no low blows. They both were throwing body punches, and that was the only thing Ugas was. Look at that punch. Ugas is weird, dogs. Ugas hit that man flush. He got held up by the ropes, then Ugas just looked at him. They just showed the replay. Why the fuck you ain't jump on him? Dogs. That shit right there was weird to me, man. Referee, man, I don't understand what was going on, man. Lawrence Cole, but then again, this is Texas. If you know anything about judges and referees in Texas, oh man, it's basically you against your opponent, the judges, and the refs. And that's what Ugas was basically up against tonight. Not that not that Errol Spence didn't convincingly beat him; he punished him. But that round 6, I wasn't feeling that. Fellas in the chat, what's up with y'all, man? Mando Solo, he says fight was a little bit fishy in my opinion.
I told you because he ain't throw no punches.
Yeah, he ain't throw no punches, man. He ain't Winky right. You ain't gonna stand there with that high guard and not get touched.
For Joshua Clottey, he look like Joshua Clottey and Pacquiao. That's what the fight look like to me, bro.
You know, in the first rounds, right?
Yeah,
Spence was aggressive all throughout the fight on the front
the
foot.
whole fight.
But a lot of those punches were getting caught on the high guard. Then Spence started
Yeah,
going to the body.
but that shit going after a full fight, that's gonna hurt your damn arms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He throwing power punches. I knew that shit was gonna. Then he started dropping his hands. That's why he started hitting him in the
You
face.
start getting pieced up.
Yeah, man, cause you ain't gonna Errol hit hard. You ain't gonna just do. You gotta move around the ring. That was a bad strategy.
See what else they saying in the chat. Oh shit! I deleted. Oh my bad, Mike 104. Fuck! I deleted his messages by mistake. Damn,
What
Slim.
happened?
My bad, Joe. Ah shit! I pressed something by mistake, yo. My bad, yo. Um, damn, I can't even see what he wrote. Okay, Mando Solo's in the chat. He says, "Hell no, they won't mention Bud Spence. Bud Spence wants no part." Well, he mentioned him. You heard him tonight. I'm sure you probably wrote that before Spence called out Bud Crawford, and he says, "I'm coming for that motherfucking belt." We'll see. Talk is cheap, right? Because a lot of boxers
Yeah.
talk a lot of dumbass shit.
I think they'll make the fight now because they did that shit with Pacquiao and damn Cotto. Then when they came over here, they fought.
Yeah. And
I think they'll make that fight. Ain't no way he ain't signed the top rank now. I ain't got nothing to worry about now.
yeah, he's no longer with Top Rank. But till now, we do not know who Bud Crawford is fighting next, let alone who's even available.
Oh, I heard he about to fight somebody next. Who did I hear he's about
We
to
don't
fight?
even know what network he's gonna be fighting on. You see him fighting on Top Rank ESPN, his next fight?
Nope. I heard it's a 2-fight deal with with PBC.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
think I heard something about that. Who
like
is?
was it like how many millions it was? I forgot how many millions this Spence was. Spence or somebody else.
Yeah, who was the other guy?
I can't forget. I might have to go on Facebook and look. It was in my group. It was a 2-fight deal. Let me Google it right quick.
Damn, I feel bad. I deleted Mike 104's uh, messages or chats by mistake. That's my bad, Joe. I wonder if you could type again if I'ma see it. I don't know what the fuck I pressed. That's my bad. Yeah, man. Ugas was getting pieced up in that piece, man. He got, especially like round 7 and 8. Them fellas was getting battered. You know what I mean? Ugas had no counterpunching ability at all tonight. I think he was scared to let his hands go. And also the range he was fighting at. Them fellas was fighting at mid range to close range. That ain't gonna work fucking with Spence, because Spence is a good overall fighter, right? But Spence is a guy who loves to bang out with the body shots. If you're gonna be that close, we're gonna throw hooks. And he's open for a lot of shots. A better fighter than Ugas would, you know, take advantage of those opportunities to counterpunch, set traps. That's what the man Ugas did not do tonight. And he paid the price. Look at his right eye.
Carver's going to sign a 2-fight deal with PBC. Fight Thurman first, and then Crawford, then Spence.
Fight who?
Keith Thurman.
Oh, Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
I like that fight.
He gonna beat the shit out of Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman last fight.
Yeah.
That's a warm-up fight. Keith Thurman done, bro. He couldn't even knock that dude out, and Tank knocked that dude.
Yeah, that dude Mario Barrios went the distance.
Damn. Coming up in weight too and win the distance.
Yeah.
From being knocked out.
By the smaller guy who came up in weight.
Yeah, bro. Nah, he ain't beating no damn Terrence Crawford. Gonna knock him out. Terrence Crawford gonna use him as a warm-up fight.
Bud will stop him.
Yeah, Bud definitely gonna stop him.
Bud been stopping all these fighters at 147. You know, this was a unification tonight, and unifications are usually competitive. Tonight's was not. This shit was not
Yeah, because
competitive.
one dude wasn't throwing no punches back.
Yeah, and he even got stopped. Most unifications end up going the distance.
Is he still on? Is that dude on Twitter? I'm gonna tell him all. I'm like, I highly disappointed. You ain't do shit, but come in there and get punched up.
He probably is on Twitter, but he don't speak English.
Somebody translate that shit for him.
Yeah,
Go
Ugas.
with that. A high guard like you goddamn Winky Ray and fought like Joshua Clottey.
Terrible. What's next for Ugas? Because we don't even need to ask what's next or what we as boxing fans demand next from Crawford.
Keith
From
Thurman will be a good fight, but it look like Bud gonna get Keith Thurman and then Spence.
Yeah.
That's the 2-fight deal. I forgot how many millions. Hold on, let me finish reading. Sting had the money on the other one. It was some good money though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bud need to go to PBC. Don't go on no app. Don't go on no app, my boy. Don't go to the zone, cause that's where Errol Spence is not. Don't go to the
Nah, he
zone.
gonna take that fight.
Go fuck with the man Al Heyman and get that fight.
Oh,
Get you a
hold up. He look like, hold on.
get you Errol Spence. There ain't nothing else to do in boxing for either fighter. I kind of even don't want to see Bud fight Keith Thurman first. Fuck that. Let's get that undisputed at Unification at 147 on and popping right now. But Crawford been out the ring for a little minute.
They said it might be Danny Garcia or Keith Thurman. I don't know yet.
Oh yeah, I think I heard of Danny Garcia even before Crawford. I'm not Crawford. What's his name? Keith Thurman.
I'm looking for the money. When I saw the money, I seen the money last week, and it was like some good money though.
Well, go
And more
prove
money
it.
he made when he was with Tyrone though.
More money.
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to find the article I saw. This just naming the fights, but it was an article how much money he was gonna get,
Mm-hmm.
and it was some good damn money too.
So what do you think about Errol Spence's performance tonight? How he looked?
He looked like Errol. I think when he fight Crawford, he better not be too reckless running in there like that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Um,
If he a better fighter would just set a lot of traps and take advantage of the openings, because Errol Spence left himself open on a lot of shots. But maybe because he knew the way Ugas was fighting wasn't letting his hands go. Ugas
he
had
probably
maybe
don't
two.
fight like that. I guarantee you, he don't fight like that when he fight Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
He gonna try to fight behind the jab watch.
and
He
that's
did
if.
exactly what you said. You exactly right. He fought like that because the dude wasn't throwing no punches back.
But fucking with the man else with Bud Crawford, you think Errol Spence also is a kind of guy who, like you said, gets reckless, puts his head down and throws a lot of body shots. When you throw body shots, it's obvious you do leave your head open.
He gonna get beat, man. He gonna get hit with an uppercut. He might get dropped. I don't see him getting knocked out. He gonna get dropped when he fought Terrence Crawford, from what I seen tonight. He gonna
Yeah.
move his head. He ain't never moved
Nah,
his
he ain't
head.
never moved his head, right? Yeah. You
And
know,
that damn footwork, like your boy, cause when he fought Sean Porter footwork was giving him problems.
he was.
And
Mm-hmm.
then when Terrence Crawford fought, he was sidestepping the shit out of Sean Porter.
Mm-hmm.
So I know his footwork gonna get Errol. His footwork gonna get Errol hell.
Yeah, cause Ugas didn't give uh second guess Spence. Spence didn't second guess Ugas because he didn't move his feet. He was right there in front of
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean?
I think, and then when Whatchamacallit can move his feet, he tall too. Terrence Crawford tall. I don't know if he got long reach. But
Yo,
I could see the fight could be a mismatch. He could be end up following Crawford around the ring.
mm-hmm. Yeah, Mike 104 back in the chat. My bad, Slim. I timed you out. I didn't even know what I did. I pressed something by mistake. And then I went to read the chat. I seen that I'd erased your shit, man. My bad, Joe. That's my bad. I mean, I'm glad you back in.
What's his name? Mike.
What's up?
You said the dude named Mike.
Yeah, Mike 104 in the chat.
Mike 104. B Marsh ain't eating nothing today. He delirious.
Man, I ate well, man. I cooked tonight, dog. Cause I knew it was fight night. No, but Errol Spence, I gave him like I gave Ugas only one round. Round
Man,
three.
he ain't throw no punches, bro. He looked like Joshua Clottey when he fought Pacquiao. That's how the fight remind me of. That
Yeah.
high guard shit. You
Uh-huh.
ain't throw no damn punches back. That shit was stupid. That shit. I'm glad I ain't pay for that shit.
Hell no, cause especially the undercard, man. It was a battering of old men. Francisco
Yeah, that's
Garcia.
what I call. That's the name of the Errol. The name of this fight card should have said "Old Man Get Their Ass Beat" on Spence and Ugas. That's what this shit should have been.
Hell yeah, cuz. They put in the man Francisco Vargas. He's gone through wars. His face don't even look the same before the fight
I told
started.
Vivas when they were announcing, I said, "You about to get knocked out." Did I say? Did I tell you?
And sure enough, he got knocked out in the first round.
Took his robe off. I saw that old granddaddy chest.
Yes.
Looked like my grandpa's when he took that damn robe off. I knew it was over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Errol Spence, we shall see what's next for him. We want to see Terrence Crawford. For Ugas, what's next for him? It's going to be a hard road to get back in position, especially at welterweight, because they got youngins who are lined up right now. Whether it's the Virgil Ortiz, whether it's Boots Ennis, you got Conor Benn out in England today, got a W. You know, these are the new crop of welterweights. Maybe
Damn, Moore got his
Ugas
ass beat.
can get back in position if he can beat one of these guys. How about Conor Benn versus Yordenis Ugas? Eddie Hearn and
No,
them.
I want to see Conor Benn. Let Conor Benn fight one of them dudes over there.
Nah, dogs. Conor Benn is now due for look, he's walking around with the fake ass WBA strap on his. It looks like a replica he got from eBay, right? He's a highly
Okay.
he's highly ranked in the WBA.
How about this? Cause Ugas hurt and Conor Benn ain't hurt. So whoever Terrence fight first, if it's Keith Thurman or Danny, whoever don't get the fight with Crawford fight Conor Benn.
Between who?
Danny and Keith Thurman, cause he Crawford only fighting one of them.
Now if Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia are hungry and don't mind going overseas, cause that fight ain't gonna happen in the States.
Might have to do like they did.
They'll have to go to England.
Yeah.
And Conor Benn is a draw these days in England. He's headlining shows. You know what I mean? Danny Garcia and them could make some money if they go over there.
I can see Conor Benn coming over here.
He's gonna have to eventually because his straps is here. But Danny and Keith ain't got no straps. You know? And Danny and Keith could make good money going over there to fight Conor Benn than they would make fighting a nobody here in the States who ain't got a strap. You know what I mean? You know?
I agree with you.
To me, they got David Avanesian. He's like a European welterweight champion. I'd love to see that fight. Both guys are ready to come to the States, or whoever wins that fight, come to USA and make your name out there like Kostya Tszyu's son. Kostya Tszyu's son hit the canvas versus Terrell Goucher. But shit, he got the fuck up and he battered Goucher. Stopped him. Here in USA. He's not in his comfort zone. He came way the fuck from over there in Australia. Conor Benn is gonna have to do that in his near future. Like soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but he ain't gonna come over here to fight Keith Thurman's and Danny Garcia's. When he come over here, they're gonna give him some little soft touch-ups. Unless he come over here straight away for a title shot, after he deserves his mandatory, like how Kell Brook came to USA, winning his mandatory fights, fighting fellas like Carson Jones, went through two wars with him, Then he came to USA as a Mando and fought Sean Porter in America and got that W. Those are things Conor Benn's gonna have to consider, you know. I mean, cause it's good for boxing to have a guy from England, especially a guy who was boxing royalty's son, Nigel Benn, the Dog Destroyer's son. It's good for him to make a name for him out there, so we could see these fights. Just like when Ricky Hatton, he beat the Mausers, Carlos Mausers. He beat these guys in England. Then he came to Boston, Massachusetts. His first fight wasn't no little pushover. He fought Collazo. And a lot of people had Collazo winning that fight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he came here with a strap. So Conor Ben, them straps ain't coming to England no time soon. So you gonna have to come over here. Kavalauskas, a guy who's fought fellas like Bud Crawford. That's another good opponent for Conor Ben. And that fight ain't gonna happen here in USA. Kavalauskas not even from the States. I forgot where he from. I'm seeing the flag in my because his trunks be that color. I think Lithuania. I think he's from Lithuania or something. So he's gonna have to go to England to fight Conor Ben. That's a very good fight. I don't want to see him fight no Chris Van Heerden again. These types of guys. Yeah, man. Welterweight division got a lot of good young players these days. There's a lot of players in the welterweight division. It ain't just Bud Crawford and Spence. Ugas is out the picture now. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we gotta have these other welterweights get it in so they can be in position for a title shot. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like we can't dispute that they deserve a title shot. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Costa son um, came to the States because them straps ain't just gonna show up to Australia, you know? Them straps are here in the States with Castano from Argentina. He's not American, he's from Argentina. He's here in the States plying his trade. And I thought he should be undisputed right now. I thought he beat Charlo. They about to run it back. Costa is a mandatory, I think, for the WBO that Castano has. So he's here, man. He's here. And he wants the winner. And I like it. You know what I'm saying? Ugas, man, he fought a terrible game plan, man. What's his name? Come on, Ishmael Salas, man. You could do better training than that. I don't know what they were saying. I wasn't listening to the commentary. But Dennis Ugas, maybe he's comfortable in life now, you know? Seen more money than ever in boxing. Beat Manny Pacquiao. Got a beautiful, young, pretty girlfriend. He's living the American dream. He's a guy who came from far. A guy who's tried to defect at least 5 to 6 times. A guy who's been incarcerated for defecting. A bronze medalist in 2008 Olympics. He's reached the pinnacle in boxing as far as Cubans, and he could have made history if he won tonight, because he would have had 3 straps. Ain't no Cuban boxer ever had 3 world titles at one time. Guillermo Rigondeaux, Guillermo Rigondeaux had 2. He was unified. WBA, WBO, um, WBA, WBO, super bantamweight. You know, so Ugas could have made history for himself, but unfortunately he came short, and the better man won the fight. And Ugas got to go back to the drawing board, and he's gonna have to beat a young fighter. There's no two ways around it. He's gonna have to beat a young fighter to get back in position to win a world title. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to who Bud Crawford's gonna fight next. Cause we know fellas like Canoli's fighting Beaver, which is a good fight. I like that fight. It's a better fight than what this guy been fighting lately, right? Canoli. He's stepping
Who
up in
had his
weight.
last fight?
Huh?
Who was Canoli last fight?
I don't even. Oh, it was. I think undisputed at 168 versus Caleb Plant.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So this fight, he's not. No, there's no um there's no weight. He ain't weight draining. No rehydration clause, and there ain't no catch weight.
He ain't no natural light middleweight either.
Yeah, Bivar's a small light heavyweight. So maybe that's
He
why
was
he
bigger
ain't.
than Canelo when they was lining up together.
Huh?
He was bigger than Canelo when they were lining up together.
Yeah, hopefully Bivar can give us a good fight, man.
Yeah. I think he can. I think people like Canelo, but I think he'll get Canelo problems.
Hope so. Mike 104 says, no, Amanda Sola says it was a good night of fights. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't enjoy no fight tonight. I ain't enjoy none. Um,
Cause Santa Pitbull Cruz beat the hell out of G Money from New Jack City.
yeah, G Money from New Jack City. The bitches, oh man, the bitches.
Yeah,
you
you
got
saw his ass. Didn't look like G Money.
yes. He got punished, man. Isaac Cruz, hey, you gotta give it up to Isaac Cruz. He's capitalizing off his rising stock from that Javante Tank Davis fight. It's a tough little Mexican.
When they made that fight, I was like, why? Why you make this fight? I knew he was gonna beat him like that. Why did they set all these old dudes up tonight?
Mike 104 is in the chat. He says, tell Chris I watched the boxing, beats and rhymes, 80s cocaine era video the other day. Head crack, slow down.
Talking about Donald Curry.
Oh, Donald Curry.
That Donald Curry got a pair of my sneakers. Wonder where I got them because I didn't buy him a speaker. No, Donald Curry was a crackhead.
I didn't know he was a crackhead, man.
You ain't know he was on crack, bro.
Nah, I didn't know that. I know he was in a conspiracy of selling coke.
But no, he was in conspiracy of smoking too. He was on drugs, bro. Yeah.
Oh.
He was on drugs. I had an article on him. He was doing drugs, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, last time I heard him, he was in church I think he was trying to recover last time I heard him. I don't know what happened to him.
He made the Hall of Fame like a year or two ago.
Yeah, he was a crackhead though.
But you also know he was in a conspiracy with some other boxers too in Texas for slanging yay.
Yeah, he was smoking his though. The other dude probably was selling his. He was smoking his.
All
He ain't
right.
made no money from his. He ain't made no profit.
He smoked it away like G Money.
He smoked a whole, took a whole.
Me, myself is in the chat says Ugas might have to fight someone like Staniosis next. 147 division is stacked. That's a fight that was actually even supposed to happen. I believe he was a mandatory, and the
How
sanctioning
about that?
body was
How
trying to.
about the Mexican?
Hmm?
How about the Mexican cat that beat Eastside Rocky? He could fight him. I mean, the white boy that beat Eastside
That
Rocky.
white boy, hey, that possibly that kid named Connor Connolly or something from Canada who beat
Yeah,
Riverside Rocky Osasito Lopez tonight. He's 20 and though. He's
yeah,
trying to make a name for himself. The way he's
yeah.
talking
He's 20
tonight,
and it's time for him to step it up.
yeah, the way he's talking, like he's ready for anybody. Like he's gone through everything. He said he's the real life Rocky story. That's what he said tonight. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. Me myself says Connor needs to come to U.S. if he wants a competitive fight. Yeah, he can get a competitive fight over there in England too. It just depends on who the opponent is. I mean, Eddie Hearn would love it for it to be Amir Khan, but Amir Khan ain't gonna go that low. I don't think Amir Khan is gonna sell himself to get knocked out by Conor Benn, which will happen. Which will happen even quicker than how Kell Brooks stopped him. Believe that. Uh,
You gotta go watch.
hmm?
You gotta watch that 80s drill shit me and Beats did back in the day.
Yeah, I must
That
have
Mike
missed
was
that one.
talking about.
I
Mike was talking about it because I was complaining about Terry Norris beating up on Donald Curry. I'm like, man, Donald Curry was on drugs. But he said, ain't nobody tell him to smoke that shit. He shouldn't have got the
Yeah, man, he was on drugs back when. I didn't even know that shit.
Man, you've been on drugs. You've been a drug addict, bro. You wasn't just selling that. Substance abuse.
Myopara 40s in the chat says Spence looked like a step above. Who goes out after a long layoff and injury like that? It was impressive. Now I give it up to him for there's 2 fights since his car accident. He's looked pretty impressive. In
Yeah,
fights
he ain't
I
gonna do
thought he would
karma like
win.
that.
Danny Garcia, I picked him to win. I thought he'd go and win tonight. I didn't think it'd be a stoppage. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold you. I thought he'd go to the distance. He'd win on points. But it's time now. If he looked impressive like this in the unification, got the stoppage. There ain't nothing else to do in boxing for the young man. Spence got to fight Bud. That's it. Not more to it. You know, nothing more to it. It's like 2002 with Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. There was nobody else for that we wanted them to see fight at that particular time. Even though we know Mike was past it, he was past his prime. He needed a payday. We still wanted to fight, and we got it, and it turned out to be a shit show. Kind of like tonight. Yeah, I mean, not competitive. And Ugas' game plan, that flat-footed shit is not how you fight Errol Spence, dogs. I had it 7-5. Sean Porter versus Errol Spence, right? And with a knockdown, my scorecard was like 115 to 112. There was a knockdown. Only man who hit the canvas was the left hook that Sean Porter ate, and he hit the canvas with his knee. Even with him, with Porter hitting the canvas, he made it a much more difficult, rough and tough, rough and rugged fight for Errol Spence than Ugas did tonight. It's because the man Sean Porter ain't just gonna stand there flat-footed in front of the man Spence like Ugas did tonight. That's why Ugas' face looked like that. Man just stood there in front of Spence all night from mid-range and close
This
distance.
shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. So,
Bring some food back.
so yeah, I'm probably about to seal the deal on this live stream. I'm gonna get up tomorrow, make some
Yeah,
breakfast,
open the door.
and
When we got some wings.
get ready for that Celtics Brooklyn Nets tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
What time is that game? Because
One.
that's 1 o'clock, man. I'm probably going to stay up a little while longer, and I'm probably going to get up way later today. Got company over.
Yeah, man.
What time that game start?
Starts at 1 p.m.
1 p.m. I should be up right now.
Yeah, man. Should be a good one, man. Should be a good one. Lots on the line tomorrow. So, yo, big ups to everybody in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up. Let me read a few chats before I leave out. Me myself says, who would give Crawford a better fight, Danny Garcia or Keith Thurman? What you think? I don't know. Who do
I would like to see probably Danny and Crawford because they got some unfinished business. They split in the amateurs.
Yeah, they did. Danny Garcia got more heart and more chin too than Keith
take
Thurman.
more ass whooping. I think Terrence will fold. I mean, I think Keith will fold definitely.
Keith Thurman will get stopped. He's gonna get stopped. It'll be a stoppage to me if he fights Bud Crawford. I think Danny will go the distance. Danny sometimes, he ain't gonna let his hands go too much, and he might get stopped.
Danny got a rock hard chin though.
Yeah, he might get stopped too, like for not throwing punches.
Yep, he might just be a whitewash where he just look like he made him look like shit. Just beat him the whole fight, and your man don't throw punch. Might look like tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He throw less punches than Ugas.
Yeah.
Danny got to throw the perfect punch before he let his hands go.
Yes, sir. And Bud gotta, I don't believe in Bud's chin as much as I do Danny's.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Bud ain't got a chin.
You mean Keith?
But I've seen Bud Crawford get hurt in this boxing game where he's been
he ain't
stunned.
been hurt lately though. He ain't really been hurt lately.
I think the last time he was to me was Kavalauskas. Kavalauskas dropped him and they ain't even counted.
They didn't count it. Yeah, before that you want to say Gamboa. That's been years for that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But Gamboa mostly caught him because Gamboa was quick as hell back then in them days.
Yeah, and Gamboa is a kind of fighter when he's hurt. He's also dangerous because he's quick and he's just a quick fighter.
Yeah, it wasn't the same Gamboa that fought tonight. That Gamboa was like undefeated with that chance for.
He was undefeated. Yeah.
And previous before that, he wasn't on pound for pound list one time, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. At featherweight.
Yeah, so that's the Terrence. That's the guy Terrence fought. That Gamboa. Mm-hmm. Not the version you saw tonight.
Definitely not.
Because once upon a time, Gamboa was a good fighter.
Yep. Gold medalist from Cuba.
Aging, sitting out. Aging and sitting out. That's what did that to him.
Two-time champion at featherweight.
He signed to 50 Cent. 50 threw him in that fight with Crawford.
50 ruined his career as far as at that point in time because of the long layoffs. Because his SMS promotions was shit. Whack ass
50 wouldn't even care about that shit. 50 was white and power then, probably.
Yeah, man, it was a whack ass promotion.
What's that guy he had that was from Australia that was a champion that got beat by the white boy from England?
Billy Dibb.
Yeah.
He even had Anthony Durrell.
Yeah.
Andre Durrell, sorry. Andre Durrell left fucking Al Heyman to go fuck with 50. Then he said, you know what? I'm going to go back fuck with Al Heyman. He's lucky they took him back.
That's what he get with the SMM promotion. He was supposed to be. It was when Floyd went to prison. It was supposed to be. Floyd did say something in an interview with somebody. Said Them guys were supposed to be with PBC. He did that shit behind his back when he went to prison.
Well, that's why his company ain't last, because he doing shady business. If that's
Then
the
he was
truth.
trying to go against De La Hoya, and then he said some shit about Al Heyman. Al Heyman was buying up all his ESPN dates.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he got it. They got him out. They blackballed him.
If 50 was a smarter guy, look, of course he wants to promote with his name and face and be the face, but he didn't come. He came into this shit like it's some rap shit.
Like battle rap.
Right, boxing.
This and Al Heyman and this
Yeah,
Oscar De La Hoya.
you can't come into boxing with those kind trying to.
That's why Mike Tyson told him. You know Mike Tyson told him that?
What do you say?
You can't come in the boxing and do that kind of stuff. He said, them old guys that been here for years, they'll get you out of here.
Exactly, and those are the guys you're gonna have to do business with.
And they bought all his. Well, every time he was about to get a ESPN, that's when Al Heyman was on ESPN. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Before he got the deal with Fox, he was buying up all 50 Cent dates, putting PBC cards up there.
Yeah.
I read that in the article.
Yeah, man. So 50 did it to himself.
You can't go against Al Heyman, bro. At that time, his money wasn't long enough.
And his influence in the game, as far as his, and
He
also
just got in there.
he just got in the game. He don't got a long sheet of success in the boxing game promoting. They gonna fuck with the man who got the money.
His last fight was with when Oscar got. When Canelo knocked out his last fighter, the guy that Ian Wolf was training. That was his last fighter.
Kirkland was there with them. He was on 50's joint.
Who?
Kirkland.
Yeah, Kirkland was signed to 50.
Damn, I don't even remember that.
You don't remember that? Look it up. He was 50 Cent, Billy Dale, James Kirkland, Andre Darrell, and somebody else.
Yeah. Kirkland was out the ring for 2 whole years when he fought Cannoli. That's why he got knocked out like that. I hated that fight. I ain't like seeing up Kirkland getting laid out like that, man. They set him up, man.
They got the interviews up. Isaac Cruz just called out Ryan Garcia.
Garcia will never fight that guy.
No, not in a million years.
So, yo, B-March Boxing, I'm signing off, y'all. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up with you tomorrow. Today, later on today, rather. I got